What were you saying, Kipley?
Sorry.
You were doing something?
Oh no, I was just sorry for bouncing out.
Yeah, no worries. You're good. I think you were mid-sentence before you got cut off. Or you were doing something with the goblin before you
Oh,
got cut off.
I mean, she was just trying to. She had asked him if who he worked for.
I don't work for anybody. I am just... You know what? Actually, I take that back. I'm a baker.
I can
I
see
bake
your
things.
fucking thoughts.
No, you can't.
Can I see him?
Like a steel trap.
Oh yeah, no, you can. You can see the thoughts as they're coming in.
Mine's like a steel trap. I wouldn't lie for a day in my life. If I do, may the death of all my brothers and sisters happen.
All right. Well, don't think of the person that hired you. Don't do it. Don't visualize their face.
I certainly won't.
You see the face. You see a masked, shrouded face. Where like you see a cloak is up, but inside the cloak it's just pitch black. There's like no actual like face that you can see, and you can see the conversation exchange. You can also see this goblin does a lot of odd jobs. Like they're not a mercenary by any means. You can see they hand the goblin the gun. They also hand the goblin a large pouch that they look inside and it's filled to the brim with platinum. And they give a portrait that looks pretty similar to Ina on it. And kind of like a muffled voice tell them the time of when Ina is going to be in the tavern. And this was roughly about 2 days ago.
Huh. And how do you know that one? And she'll point to Mustang.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Never seen him in my life.
Never? Really? Not that one time?
Inside his head. Inside his head. You see that the figure that hired them has similar burning eyes. And since you can't see inside the hood, you don't know whether or not it's a misty form, but very familiar looking eyes to Mustangs.
Kipley just turns like a wide-eyed, jaw open look towards Mustang.
No, never. Not a day in my life have I been hired. I've actually been unemployed for 7 years.
All right, well, he doesn't know who it is exactly, but it's someone that looks quite a lot like you, Mustang.
Duradon.
Yes.
You, as you're holding the cloak, and you're talking or all this, you're just kind of phasing out, you're having your mental conversation with Ina. Go ahead and make me a perception check. Actually, what's your passive perception, rather?
23.
23?
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
You, as you're having this conversation with Ina in your head, feel the cloak get a little lighter. Actually, wait, no, pause. 23? Never mind, you don't.
Yes.
My apologies. Just barely managed to beat that. Continue on.
Anything else we want to ask Mr. Bob here?
Yeah, ask him why he smells so bad.
Why the
I
fuck do you smell so
like
bad?
I smell like the hoof of a horse. I'm a hard worker, full of a sweaty job, and I was just on a small walk / jog / run for the night back to my home.
Alright, you're gonna have to hand over all that platinum.
I don't have any platinum on me, girlie. If I had a platinum, I'd be out of my poverty and living happy with my family. And Dom knows Horfus do smell bad. Personal experience.
She turns back to Mustang. Do things die if we keep them in our little coins and stuff?
What are you talking about, Missy?
You do know creatures will die. There's no oxygen in there.
If they need air, yes.
Oh, I
I
kind of want to
certainly
keep him.
do. I will die, you will have nothing, and then you're just going to be a murderer.
Well,
Do you want to
maybe...
be a murderer? That's a
Shut up.
bad life.
Shut up!
Oh, yes, sir.
You know, maybe you can keep him, like your friend, and he tries to recall the name that you made up.
Oh,
Neep?
Neep.
Neep. Maybe you can have another friend for Neep in there. So Neep won't be
Aw.
so lonely when Neep can't spend time outside.
Would you
It's
like a
around
friend,
this
Neep?
time. It's around this time that you guys hear clanking of boots coming in your direction.
That sounds like gods.
You don't see it yet, but you hear they are very close.
I think it's
Probably
time to
only
get
a
out of
few
here.
seconds.
3 ways from Sunday.
Ski, daddle.
Okay. Are you guys running?
Are we taking the goblin with us?
That was my next question. Are you running with the goblin?
He's already been like gypped of all his stuff, right? Like all of his things have been taken.
I mean, you took the firearm from him, but no one else has taken action to properly search him.
I thought Kipley did.
Kipley just looked. Kipley did not. I don't think you specified that you were investigating everything else on him. You just got close to him. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think I mentioned it, but I never did roll anything on it, so it's fine.
If you'd like to try and do a quick one before guards show up, you can absolutely try.
Alright. I don't have great, but here we go. Oh wait, it's with disadvantage. Oh god, why does it keep rolling?
Just forever rolls.
Ugh, 12.
12?
Yeah.
There's like multiple different like pockets on his belt and inside his cloak to store things. But they are all at the moment currently empty.
Question. Can I take his holster as well before we leave?
I mean, it wasn't as much as a holster as it was a like leather strap that was just holding on the inside of his cloak.
Can I take the whole cloak then?
I mean, it's a goblin cloak. It's not going to fit you, but you can.
But it might fit Mammoth, and he's his partner now, and he needs a gun.
Oh
God. Oh, that's so cute.
Give me the glick.
All right. Sure. Go ahead and give me a contested athletics check. So you try and pry it away from him.
Man.
It's all happening quick, so it's not like you can just take it.
I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, they also rolled really low, but it's not a natural 1. You go and try and grab it away, and he's
Oh.
nothing wrong. And he's no. It's not.
Alright, stuff him in the back. Stuff him in
It's
the back.
it's around this point now that you can see guards are rounding the corner. And they're not running by any means. They're just like briskly walking around the corner to see what's going on. You see one's holding a torch. You hear, halt! Halt! Who goes there? What's going on? As they are all now rounding the same corner you did, approaching the fountain. What are you doing?
What's Ina doing?
Ina is stowing her pistol, and it looks like she is walking to the back of all of your group, kind of hiding behind the large Duradon frame.
Ah, shit. Kipley just like raccoons. Like when a light shines on them suddenly.
You just run?
No,
Or you
she just
stare at
like
them?
freezes. Like
Okay,
eyes wide, like
there's two
freezes
different
in
raccoons
place.
to that. I've seen raccoons either awkwardly stare or just book it. Okay. All of you are just freezing, standing still.
Yeah.
Mustang will holster all the weapons as well, including the
Okay.
goblins.
Use your actions, stow the weapons.
Yes.
Does
Oh,
Dordon see them approaching and around the corner?
yeah, you can see them approaching.
And at this point, they've clocked us and can see us. We're no longer shrouded in darkness. The torchlight does the torchlight shine?
yeah, no, the torch is spreading bright and dim light in your direction.
Cool. He's just going to be honest. He's gonna say, "Guards, nice. Got a little goblin buddy for you here.
Go ahead and make me
Tend to-
one last check real quick, as the goblin's going to try and escape before the guards see it. You were
Okay.
looking to beat a 23. It's a natural 17 on the
Looking-
die.
All right, looking to beat a 23. All right, that's gonna be a
You're
don't fuck me
rolling
here.
hot,
I
baby.
believe it.
9.
Oh!
You watch as it.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna inspiration before
All right.
it gets that. Well, don't fuck me here. Let's
Oh.
not.
Oh!
Okay.
Goblin is gone. Double dash around the corner and is sprinting away. And you hear the guys going, "Halt! Stop!" As you can see the silhouette, but they don't make direct eye contact with them, as they are all now pushing in. You can see there's roughly about 5 to 6 guards, kind of approaching, wearing typical scale mail. You can see shields on their backs, kind of torches out. No, don't have weapons drawn. Looks more inquisitive than demanding, as they all approach and goes, "What's going on here? We heard a commotion."
The individual that just escaped and left, Goblin, he'll briefly describe the Goblin's appearance, involved in an attempted assassination, I guess is the best way to put it.
It's the Ina steps forward.
Apprehended.
He goes, "Yes, he's telling the truth. I was simply minding my business in the shit. Dawning Cutlass. Having a nice glass of Canterbury wine when a strange small figure appeared on my balcony and tried to shoot me dead." And the guards are now like approaching and surrounding you, making sure no one's trying to bolt off as well, and goes, all right. I need to take down some information. I need to get some names so we can get exactly the details from all of you to make sure they align. And in case anything further pops up, we need to know where we can find you. The rest of you follow that goblin, and the other 4 begin to take off onto the streets.
Can I try to follow it on my broom?
You can attempt to, yeah.
Okay.
You hop onto the broom.
Yeah.
He goes, wait. I need to know your information before you leave, sir. And he goes, wait a minute. Are you a child? He kind of takes a closer look. Please wait, young man. Do you halt or do you go?
He'll pause and kind of look in every direction, where the goblin went, at the guards, at the group, and he goes, "My name's Mammoth, they'll tell you the rest," and he'll zip towards
You
the
book it. Okay.
goblin.
And you take off.
That's my boy.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Rest of you, see, he goes, all right. My fellows are in pursuit. They do find the goblin. We'll get their side of the story as well as yours.
Oh!
There's been shots fired. I need you to tell me exactly what happened. I heard your side of the story. Understand. What are your names? Details. Who are you? Where can we find you for more information? Please and thank you. Does anyone not give their information or attempt to lie about their information? We'll get to that 20 in a second.
I
Nope.
mean,
Nope.
I'm Kibble is gonna give a name.
What is the name that you give?
uh, Nona.
Nona? Okay. Let me real quick scroll up to the list of Ghibli names that I have stored.
It does warrant a list,
You
doesn't
think
it?
you think I'm joking? I'm not.
No,
I'm
I
keeping
don't.
track of all of these. Okay. Nona. Go ahead and give me a deception check at disadvantage.
Oh fuck.
10. Sorry. Guard stat line. Plus one wisdom. It's a 6.
Oh.
As he takes down all of your names, he goes, "All right, where are you staying so we can find you in the morning? Just most likely gonna roll over in case we don't find them. We'll need to know who is involved. Obviously, we know what you look like now, so please don't go running off without giving us any information. And in case we do find anything else out, we'll need to know where to find you. So where are you staying?"
Well, we have been staying at the Dumbola residence, but tonight we were gonna stay at the Doning Cutlass.
Okay, so we will send people to either the Dambala estate or the Dawning Cutlass.
All right.
Very well. We ask that you not leave the city, and that we will alert you in case anything comes up. Our goblins are tricky and sly, and we don't know whether we're going to be catching them in time. So just in case they aren't, be prepared to stay here for a while. We cut to Mammoth. Mammoth, like a little witch out of hell, scouring over this Paradise Peak
Yeah.
skyscape. You race off trying to track the goblin, and you go off for a little while, and you don't see anything. You don't see any movement. You don't see a single bit of shadow moving. You don't see a goblin. You don't see any sort of halflings. You see a few guards in the area. You see a few torches in the distance. And then you look around. You're confused. Like, where the fuck is this guy? And then you're like, oh, all right, you're gonna start circling back. And as you start circling back, you can see literally directly around the corner, hiding pretty damn well, but with a 28, not enough. You see the shrouded figure, just barely visible, watching the interaction between the rest of the group and the guard. And you can see them as they're eyeing, like, the group. Actually, go ahead and roll me an insight check. I'll give you a chance because you roll natural 20. 21? Jesus Christ.
Nice.
You see they're eyeing the group, but they're all also eyeing the fountain.
Huh.
What do you do? They don't see you yet, as you are out and about in the skies. You see the guards are running in the wrong direction. Goblins seem to have ditched them pretty well.
I'm gonna try to entangle this guy.
Casting Entangle.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a strength save?
Yeah, 16.
EC 16? Okay. But what is the range on that?
90 feet, 20-foot cube.
So definitely within range. It does succeed as a 17 minus 1, so that's a 16. The ground is still in place, though. The 20-foot cube, as it begins to sprout vines from the cobblestones beneath it, just shooting up and wrapping around the nearby area. You can see the goblin looks up and sees you, looks at the vines, looks at the guard nearby, and goes, and begins sprinting the opposite way. It is difficult terrain, so it does take an action, bonus action, and movement to get out and around the corner as it begins to race away from the group once more. He's just sprinting. He is just full book run. You can see he's moving fucking fast. Like, you can move 50 feet per round on your broom. He's going good 90 feet per round, full sprint. He's a fast little fucker.
Can I dash on the broom, or is that not how that
You
works?
can absolutely dash on the broom.
Awesome. We're chasing him.
So you are in full chase, hot pursuit, flying over once more. As he begins to round, like the little open bit that you were once in was kind of like an open like intersection between a shit ton of alleyways. As it kind of sparks out into the main roads, he's going to attempt to dive into an alley and hide. Cool. That's an 18. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you cruise around the corner. 20. You see a this kind of like a large wooden crate shudder for a little bit as you kind of fly above. You don't see the goblin, but you can see this large crate that has been displaced.
How far away am I from the group?
You're exactly.
Oh, like fucking far.
Yeah, you're like 100, 100
Yeah.
like 20, 150 feet.
Okay.
You know he's hiding somewhere in the alleyway. He did not. You passed the perception check on that. You can kind of make out the general area where he might be, but his physical body is being blocked from you. You see a large cluster of crates. What looks like to be some sort of like outside kind of disposal area.
Okay, we'll drop concentration on
Yeah, no worries.
entangled, and then we'll fly down with oh wait, never mind, that's not. Oh yeah, we'll fly down with produce flame and kind of try to see what's good.
You just light up your hand to produce flame as you approach.
Yeah.
Cool. As you go down to the alleyway, are you landing or are you just like hovering above?
We're hovering, kind of being patient for clues and the like.
How high up are you hovering?
Like 10 feet,
10
maybe
feet?
8.
8 feet, gotcha. As you're kind of hovering produce flame, scanning around, you can see just a little bit of the goblin's cloak peeking out from behind one of these crates. You can see its foot scooch in as it sees the flame come in, and it's just ducking behind the crates from you. But as it sees you get lower, you watch as it begins to shout out loud, "I told you, should have followed me, little boy. I'm crazy!" And he leaps out from the crates, leaps up onto the wall, and jumps onto the broom with you. You roll a natural 19 for acrobatics, going to a total of 24. As he lands on the broom with you, just goes. That's his as a movement and bonus action. For his action, he's going to attempt to shove you off the broom. I need you both to make athletics or acrobatics check. He has to use his athletics, so he has to roll really high. We're gonna roll this on the tower. Athletics 17. Oh god, he has to roll an 18, 19, or 20.
Let's go. That bitch is mine. No, don't do that.
I have to take a picture. 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 Ah! Yes. Yes. What happened? Oh god.
I don't. What happened?
So that's nice and snuggled in there. So as he jumps up, he poof.
God damn it. Oh, that's a sick tower.
Actually, wait. No. 17, 17. You don't go anywhere. 2 17s is equal. So he hits you, and you kind of fall off. You like slightly fall back, and then you grab back onto the broom. And from him pushing you, he kind of leans forward on the other side, and almost falls off, and he grabs onto the broom. You are both still on the broom. What are you doing? That is his action. You have one action. Actually, you know what? At this point, go ahead and roll initiative. You still get your action before you do so, though.
What the fuck? Oh, there it is.
16? Fuck. You roll a 6. You go first. So you get your action, and then we'll go to the top of initiative. What are you doing? As he is trying to fight for contesting of this broom.
First I have a semantic question. If I were, say, I don't know, 58 feet in the air, and I fell, would the broom be able to get to me in time?
No.
Okay.
Because you have to use its movement to go up.
Oh, that's true.
And you have to be on the broom in order to use the dash feature.
What if I were like 33 feet up?
No.
Okay.
It has to have an equidistant level, so it actually has to have the flight speed to go up and back down to catch you. And a little on top of that, otherwise it's gonna just go up, go down, and you're gonna fall past it. When you start falling, I believe you fall 50 feet immediately. I'm gonna check real quick. D&D falling. D&D falling speed. Oh yeah, no. When you, I mean, you can attempt. You can attempt. It's gonna be pretty hard to do, especially if you're your first time being on the broom. But it is possible.
Yeah, I don't want to fly high as fuck and then die to fall damage.
You know, you have to fly pretty damn high to kill yourself. Let me change this.
We're gonna cast infestation.
Infestation. I like it. Uno momento, por favor. Let me get these.
You want me to put it in the chat?
Yeah, I know what it does, but just post it for clarification. It's a con save. What swarm does the infestation take? It's normally some sort of insect.
Damn, what are cool insects? Beetles. Fuck it.
Beetles. Okay, so Mammoth, pocket beetles out towards this goblin.
Beetles.
That is a con save or. Okay. Yeah, if he fails, he's off this broom. Are you moving up or down before you do this, or are you just casting it at your current level? Because you're, I think you're 8 feet in the air right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just current level.
Current level. Okay. That is Constitution 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay, and then
Does it fail? So it takes 1d6 poison.
2d6.
2d6 poison because you rolled up. That's right.
And then I don't really care which direction he moves, but I can roll the
in a
d4 if
random
you want.
direction. Actually, go ahead and roll.
I don't know where my thing went. Oh.
Because he's currently facing towards you right now. Okay, so if it was a 2, he was just gonna run into you. So free, he moves to the right and just and the beetles just force him off the broom. And you watch for a second, kind of like Looney Tunes style, the beetles like buzzing just apparate around him, and then it only lasts for a sec. Like it's a burst of beetles and they disappear. The beetles disappear and he's falls. And give him an acrobatics check. Okay, so he does land on his feet, but he will take 1d6 fall damage. 2 points of bludgeoning damage as he whack hits the cobblestone beneath him. That is your action. You still have your movement and bonus.
We're gonna Starry Form Archer and then just shoot an arrow straight up.
Oh, God. Okay.
Wow, that
I'm-
escalated.
Go for
We're
it.
not trying to hit him, but we're a flare.
Oh, you're gonna shoot it like straight up or
Yeah,
at
yeah.
him?
No, straight up.
Okay, my bad. I thought you heard straight at him, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking ice this goblin. Okay, you shoot the starry arrow straight up. Just go ahead and make me a straight wisdom check. 13? Okay. Plus your spell casting modifier is gonna be 17.
It should be. I have a +5 to
er,
wisdom.
Yeah, no, but you're adding your proficiency bonus to it as well, so it'd be 16. Excuse me. Should be +3 right now.
Oh, I'm okay. Yeah.
Mustang, Rictus, Duradon. Yeah, all all of you except Kipley can see this little beacon of light a few hundred feet off in the distance. Because how far can you shoot the arrow?
Oh.
It's like 90 feet.
60.
60. Actually, that's a good point. You're in an alleyway, 60 feet. Yeah, no, yeah, you rolled high enough. Oof. Arrow kind of detonates in the air a little bit, sending a little bit of sparks down. The rest of you can see little star-filled arrow explode in the distance. You can just barely see it though, as the arrow goes off. Cool. Before we get to you guys, what are you doing? Are you staying at the same level of your movement? Are you going up, down?
We'll go up like a few feet above like roof level, or I don't know if it's like normal like kind of building or houses level, or if it's like whatever. But like I assume it's just a normal roof or like normal buildings.
It is a regular roof and building. It only goes up about like 15 feet. It's not too
Yeah.
tall. It's not too tall.
Yeah,
It's just gonna go up to the rooftop.
pretty much. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. That's the end of your turn.
Mhm.
Now on the ground. Oh boy. It is gonna go ahead. Took his gun.
The gun.
I didn't take its gun, I would have for sure shot you here. not doubt in my mind. You know what? Well, before I do anything else, I should just pull up a little battle map real quick. Just in case things go bad. You never be too sure. That is gonna go ahead and be. Where's my folder? There's my folder. City Street battle map. Paradise Peak. Boop. Perfect. Gorgeous. Alright. So we're gonna drag you and a little Gabon. Let me go. Let me get the goblin token. Where's my little buddy? Buddy? There's my little buddy. Boop. Oh, wait, did not. Drag on, bitch. There we go. Oh, you can. It's just really hard to see. I'll put a little dot on him. There you go.
Oh.
So you guys are currently in the alleyway. So he's all the way back here with you.
Mm-hmm.
You would be somewhere on this roof. You can go ahead and place yourself wherever you want to be. On his turn, I mean, man, shit, why not? You already exposed his location. You watch as he reaches into his back pocket, pulls out from his trousers this kind of long stick. Reaches
Did I
into
just
the
get
other
flashed?
side of his trousers, takes out this little piece like this little like collection of like wood, and you see he opens it up. There's a little bit of kind of like a stone in there. You see it clicks, 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 clicks. Lights it. It's gonna go ahead and throw it up at you. I need
Oh.
Mammoth to go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw
What the
against
fuck is this?
dynamite.
Oh, is that good enough?
DC 17 passes, yeah.
Oh, sick.
Pretty low DC. You just like half. So you pew, send out this like silent arrow, and then a few seconds later, you guys hear just this massive explosion in the distance as a rooftop catches aflame. It's gonna be a lot of D6. Ooh, that's low. Ooh, that's high. Roll a 1, a 6, a 1, a 4. Okay. So that's 7, 8. That is 14 points of fire damage, halved down to 7. And luckily the burn is magical, so it does not catch on fire. Your clothes, however, burst. Actually, no, they're magical. So you're wearing your. It's all non-magical items. You bought yourself a magical suit. Your suit does not catch flame. And then he's gonna go ahead and movement. We're gonna do 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 5. And then he's gonna bonus action dash to get an additional. I can do it in a straight line right here. 75 feet. Whoop! Right around there. The rest of you, before he ends his turn, what are you all doing as you see the explosion rock the house? You're still a good couple 100 feet away. But you now see the guard has attention turned towards it. You hear the shuffling of the other guards now redirecting their eyes towards the actual problem. But those who are being questioned, what are we doing?
Duradon is going to look towards the guard, and he's going to say, "Hey, this is getting serious. I'm a vassal. Can I clock in for this, or is this a guard thing?"
And you see he looks towards you, looks towards the explosion, goes, I think some vassal. Yeah, no, go ahead, just go.
Wait.
I'll
He's
follow.
immediately talking off.
And he's gonna start following you as well. Rest of you.
Kippley like looks shocked for a moment and then looks back at the guards. The rest of the guards like, wait, we're vassals too. And she like digs for a coin.
Oh, there's only the one guard with you.
Oh.
All the
She's
other
like,
guards ran off chasing the goblin.
She's like, oh yeah, we're vassals. Bye.
Okay, so you all take off with Duradon.
Take off running.
Cool. With all of your movement speeds, it's still gonna take you 2 rounds to get to this combat. So we will 2 rounds, mark you all in. Don't roll initiative just yet, just in case something happens. Mammoth,
have a
is
little
your turn.
trick up my sleeve.
Oh.
Ooh,
It won't get anyone there faster but me.
Do it.
okay. What are we doing?
So,
Do it.
I don't know what the view is like, but I do have vortex warp that can take me 90 feet.
Oh.
Okay. There's a lot of rooftops. You can't see directly to where they are right now. You cannot see Mammoth. You could not see the goblin. As they're 120 feet, just kind of blocked by all of the houses in this residential area. You know the vague direction of which they're going in. Unfortunately, the only place you can really vortex warp is a rooftop. If you want to go as fast as you can. There's no alleyway directly leading to them.
I don't know, I can do a rooftop. I can make a rooftop work.
Okay. You appear. Use your movement speed. Using your movement speed will put you right on the edge of the map.
Yeah, we in this bitch.
So go ahead if you can. I don't know if I think you should be
Okay,
able
so I should be able to, but this is my first time ever doing it. How do
So
I do it?
go to the newspaper clipping in the top right next to the paints.
Oh my god, you're on
Uh-huh.
PC.
You're gonna see characters.
Mhm.
Go to where it says Mustang Strums.
There he is.
Click and drag on the name and drag it onto the map. Hey!
Yeah.
Here we go. Your first
Welcome!
token placement. Welcome to the land of Superior.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Hell yeah. We have 2 rounds, yes. Because with normal 30-foot movement, double dashing is only going to get you there so quickly. With your movement, actually, you will say 80. Nope, you'll still get there in 2 rounds. Some of my bonus actions. Yeah. One of your bonus actions helps you move.
One of my bonus actions, you say?
Not you,
Oh,
Jared.
I
Nice.
thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, if you want to rage pre-fight, you can, but just remember, if you don't attack
Oh.
anything or you don't want to, they do some other shit though. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So, doof, 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 all of you running towards him. Mammoth, it is your turn. The goblin has turned the corner and is just barely out of your sight right now.
Well, we're gonna go after him, dashing if necessary, or I guess go after like where I last
Cool.
saw
The
him.
groom has a 50-foot fly speed. 50 feet will get you in sight of him, but won't catch up to him.
Yeah, we're gonna dash
mm,
anyway and kind of stay above him.
Okay, so stay like on the rooftop right here.
No, like kind of
Are you gonna dash and then get like, directly
above
over him? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to get over him or do you want to go past him? Because you can get directly over him if you want.
And we'll get a little past him, get a little bit of a lead on him.
Cool, cool, cool. All right.
And then we're gonna second verse, same as the first, and shoot another arrow up into the sky.
Into the sky.
Yeah.
Okay. Phew! Shoots off. Now that everyone's already moving towards your directions, you don't need to roll. They can just see it. Cool. That's the end of your turn. Mustang, go ahead and roll initiative for me, yes.
Sweet. All right, let's see what we get.
And while we're at it, let's just have everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Another 5. That's a 9.
Okay, so the goblin still does go first.
Today?
So now we're in a proper initiative. We're going to go ahead and just pull this up real quick. Beep. Shit, wrong order. Beep. There we go. All right, so Mammoth, you got a 16, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Get rid of all this shit. So Mammoth, 16. We got a Goblin at a whopping 11. Mustang with a 10. Or you got 9, excuse me.
9.
9. And everyone just drag your tokens in the top street over here, and we'll drag them into the actual place once you get there, just so I can put initiative on you guys. Thank you. Don't shit. Oh god damn it. Get out of that. There we go. Okay. Add turn. Add turn. Right. And Rictus with a whopping 13. Kipler for 15. Nice. And Duradon for 14. You should be able to drag Duradon's token on, right, Jared?
Yeah, the 14 was for something else. I haven't rolled initiative yet. It was for the CC.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the initiative is
17. Okay. Perfect. Yours did not go because token was there. Perfect. Okay. Add that. Cool. So, going at the top of this round, Mammoth ends his turn. The Goblin does go before Mustang. Goblin is going to go ahead, look up, see the main problem. Again, took his gun. Can't really do anything else. He's going to go ahead. He's going to run. Bonus action dash. He's going to make an acrobatics check, trying to get over this wall. Oh yeah, no, 21. Definitely leaps over the wall, kind of climbing it halfway through. Just here, look, as he dives into the hay barrel, and then he is going to go ahead and then attempt to hide. Okay. You watch as the goblin disappears. Mustang, that's you.
Okay. So what did I see?
You didn't see any of it. They were already around the corner when you got there. You saw the goblin. Actually, no, you didn't. You never saw the goblin. You just saw Mustang or Mammoth pop an arrow into the air from its current position. So you arrived when the goblin was already around the corner.
Okay. Let's see. Think we are going to pop another vortex warp.
Okay, where would you like to go?
See.
Put the ruler out for you for 90 feet.
I think we want to go. Do I just use the arrow to ping where I want to go?
If you click the little like almost triangle pointed mouse cursor at the top, and then you just click and hold, it will ping.
Okay. We're gonna want to go on the roof near. Oh, I'm pink. That's so cute.
Oh.
We're gonna want to go near Mammoth on the roof again.
Okay.
And Mustang's gonna holler at him. Where'd he go?
He's hiding somewhere in the backyard of this place. And he'll point to, you know.
You saw him run in there as the last bit, but your passive perception does not currently pick him up.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says that he jumped over the fence. That's the last thing you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. Mustang, well, let's see, that's 5, 10, 15. Yeah, he can use his movement to come over to the edge over here. He's just gonna look.
Can you use your action to perceive?
Well, I use my action to cast Vortex Warp.
Oh, true. Yeah. You look. You don't see anything.
17 passive is not enough. Alright. Let's see. That goblin's freaking stealthy and dexterous as heck. Alright, I can't do anything else now except for bardically inspire my my partner over here. So we'll go ahead and use bonus action and bardically inspire him, and then we'll call it good.
Mammoth, that's you. And after we end the Mammoth, once we end this round, everyone else will join in.
Okay.
Currently, Gobbo is out of sight.
How wide is Gust? I assume it's 5 feet.
I think, correct me if I am wrong, I think that it is, I think it's 5 feet in a straight line. Can you, do you have the ability to post it to PVT?
Yeah.
I know it's 15 feet long, but I think it's 5 feet wide. You blast a small blast of air, capable of moving one object. I'll just put us 10 feet away. Has a range of 30. Oh, okay. The cantrip gust. Excuse me. I was thinking of
Oh, not the second level.
I was thinking of the spell. Yeah, no. Yeah. Just I think that targets an actual creature, not an area. So it'd be a 5-foot square.
Okay, never mind then.
I have some war crimes that might solve this problem. Yeah, I might also kill the goblin.
Yeah, I'm trying not to kill him. Fuck it, we'll just entangle the whole fucking area again.
Okay. It's a 20-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to center it? Right here?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's perfect.
God, hold on. Jesus Christ. This guy's backyard is fucked. I forget how big Entangle is. Okay, let me go ahead and grab that real quick for you. There we go. Do you want to keep it just to the ground, or do you want to keep it on the roof as well? Because it will get Mustang.
Yeah, we'll keep it just on the ground.
Okay. So it's gonna be moved back a little bit, but it will it'll remain on the ground. So that is a strength save for any creatures inside, right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. You don't see vines wrap around anything or anyone inside the area.
That little bitch.
Which is like, dude, that's your action. You still have your movement bonus.
Well, we'll fly, kind of hover in the
Okay.
at like roof level. Do I notice anything out of the ordinary besides vines?
I mean, you don't have your action. Take a perception check. So if you're passive, no. Anything else?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. End of your turn.
Actually, yeah, we'll just throw Shillelagh in there for good measure. But
okay, you.
not really.
What do you use for your shillelagh?
Oh, that's a super good question.
If you have like a stick, you can use it.
Can I use tadpole?
You
And
can
just
use
not like
tadpole for
throw it?
shillelagh. Yeah,
Oh fuck yeah! Okay.
absolutely. Cool. So tadpole begins glistening with kind of like star glitter around the sides of it.
Let's go.
All right, Goblin's turn. And go ahead and make another stone check. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We like this. All right. Perfecto mundos. Okay. We go to the top of the turn. Duradon, you arrive in the alleyway. Right over here. You have your full turn action, bonus action, and movement. You do not immediately see anything. However, you did see the last arrow somewhere over here.
Oh, dang it, one more time. I didn't see any of that.
Oh, the last arrow is over here.
Are you on the right layer?
Shit.
Right.
I was on the wrong layer.
Okay. Now, where am I coming out from?
You're coming from over here.
Okay, cool.
Everyone, I just put your tokens up there for the sake of not blocking everything off because it's a tighter area, but all of you are coming from the same direction over here.
Gotcha. And have I seen Mustangs circle around here? Did I hear the casting of magic? Did I see the vines or?
With your passive perception, you absolutely saw him on top of the roof, and then you saw him bamf out of your vision. You don't know where he went, but you know he's in this general area.
So for the other two individuals that were there in the other two rounds of kind of setup that we had, concerningly, you all noticed, firstly, Duradon is lined with an assortment of weapons. But for this particularly chooses I believe it's a halberd. Which one is the one that has like a axe head on one end and then
that's a halberd
shit on the back? Okay, cool. Chooses the halberd. And mid run, stabs the axe part into himself. And you watch as he pulls it away from himself instead of just being a bleeding mess. The blood begins to, as it hits the oxygen, create a long crescent blade, turning it into more of a scythe design.
Hell yeah.
That's
He's
wild.
gonna push forward. Got like 40 feet of movement. It's not gonna do much here. As I get here, do I see anything? Anything off?
You can use your action to perceive.
Okay,
Make a perception check.
Got you. That is going to be
26?
Uh,
Yeah, that'll do. You kind of look around. You can see just barely out of your vision the vines in the bottom left-hand corner where Mammoth cast the spell. More importantly, right next to you, you don't immediately see it, but you kind of just smell the foul stench of goblin, and you look over to your left, and you can see hiding just around the corner of the building the goblin as it ran past the alleyway completely in the darkness, so you couldn't really see it too well. There's no lights. But as you kind of look around now, just the glint of its eyes meet yours, and you see him.
Cool. I have 5 feet of movement to go right here. And I've already used my action, but he smiles a sadistic smile. No one is near. Kind of like cracks his neck, and rolls his shoulder. Instead of screaming and shouting as is typical with entering a rage, Duradon reaches for kind of like this mask that is very kin to kind of like the if you've ever seen Black Panther, the one when
yeah.
they're in the museum, and it's that little tribal mask that
Oh wow.
I
Michael
dig
B.
it.
Jordan
So
ends up
cool.
taking.
Yeah.
He places it on, and noticeably the mouth portion of the mask is missing enough to see as some tattoos that are hidden by like his clothing begin to trickle up and cover his face like kind of African war paints. Um,
Hell yeah.
and he just smiles, and these little spirits begin to pop up behind him. Um, yeah, and that is his rage.
You do hear in the back of your head, remember, Durdon? In order to properly deal with evil, you must find out what he knows before you kill him. As the voice booms in your head. Cool. Go into the rage, end of your turn. I'll be excellent. Close out turn order. Myth.
Do I? What the fuck did it? Do I?
Nope.
Okay.
You still do not see him. Rolled high
Um.
enough to evade your passive perception, and at the end of his turn, Durdon did not say shit. So
Well,
you're
let's see
still
here.
looking.
And I assume I don't know, kind of where the rest of the party is like running in from.
Nope. I know the general direction, just where you came from, but you don't know the exact alley or location.
I'll just kind of turn and look at Mustang and shrug and go, "Well, what now?"
Well, he obviously ain't here, so look somewhere else.
Yeah, okay. And then he'll just kind of fly. He'll fly up like 20 feet, and then forward like I don't know, like the rest of the 30.
Okay.
And search for him.
Make a perception check. God damn! 226s! What is this shit, man? This poor rogue is just getting sniffed out by the passive perception gang.
You shouldn't have run up on my board.
Yeah, you
dude.
see him. You can see Duradon looking in his direction. You see Duradon looking at something. You look at him, and you again make eye contact with the son of a bitch, as he now sees 2 threats. Have you noticed his presence?
All right, we'll shout, kind of over his shoulder, back at Mustang, and point. I found him. He's over here, and then
Most
let's see.
nonchalant. He's that way. Shit hiding.
And then of the non-lethal variety,
Yeah,
we'll start hucking
no.
magic stones at him.
Magic Stone is a bonus action to cast.
Ah,
You're
all
casting
right.
magic stones, so that enchants the stones with magic properties if you want. But it's still an action to throw them.
That makes a lot of sense. Well,
You do still have your arrow. Although arrows,
but I don't want to shoot it at
yeah,
him.
magic, is you can't non-lethal that shit. What we doing?
I guess we'll just shoot horizontally in that direction, but not like at him.
Okay.
I
Go ahead,
guess.
roll me an attack roll for the sake of sakes.
Uh-oh.
Since you're trying to miss him, if you roll a 1, it's gonna hit him. Okay, you're good. It kind of nails into the wall near him. Okay. That's your turn.
Yep.
Kipley. Are you flying or are you walking? She could be doing either.
Oh, am I down here? I mean,
Yeah,
she's...
no, I just store the tokens up top because it's not
Oh,
a lot
you're
of room
good.
down here.
She is shifted. I guess... she's kind of flying low to the ground.
Okay.
She sees we're... Oh, actually... She kind of closes her eyes as she's flying forward.
Oh god.
And her ears kind of twitch and such. And she has blind sight. Up to 60 feet.
You have blind sight?
Yeah. Are you regretting giving me this?
Yeah, is this from the lens?
No, it's from her racial. Only when she shifted.
Let me see. Right, because you're a bat! I remember this.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, so you straight up echolocate this shit. As you close your eyes and rely purely on your hearing. Okay.
She makes like a really high-pitched noise.
Yeah, you make a little squeak. Little goes out, flying outwards. I will say, with that natural bonus to your passive, you're not looking for the goblin, but seeing Duradon and Mammoth both looking in the same direction, you know where your threat is.
All right.
On top of the kind of echolocation blind sight aiding you.
So then she'll fly to there. Oops, that's not the grabby. To right there.
Bring in reinforcements from the air. What we doing? You got your action.
I kind of want to do Phantasmal Force.
Yeah? If you think he has enough hit points, you can.
So
it's only 1d6 second.
It's intelligence saving throw.
Uh-huh. You want to cast it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna use the green dice because he's a goblin. Alright. That is 4. Plus 0.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a big old fail. What let me read the specifics. What phantasm would you like to summon?
So
it affects some part of his mind to make him see something that either damages him or affects his perception.
So I want it. I don't know if I can do this. Where basically, it looks like I'm gonna make it look like the island is disappearing, kind of like a cataclysm type thing. Like it's just falling away, except for right where he's standing.
Like the street around him is falling?
Yeah. Like falling into a great chasm.
Let me check. I think you can if I do.
I can display the thing if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm reading it. I'm reading it.
Oh, that's so many words.
I know it's a big fucking.
Oh Lord.
I normally don't
It's
pick
no
spells like
larger
this.
than a 10-foot cube. Let me go see what a 10-foot cube looks like. I think it's big enough. Okay, so you can have him in this area look like it's falling off. Absolutely, you can do that.
All right, so it just like suddenly everything around
for the
him in
spot
that
he's
area
standing,
just
okay.
drops into a giant chasm below
So,
him, except
you
for what
watch.
he's standing on.
As he's mid-run, you watch just him grinding to a halt, stops as the world just begins to fall apart around him, and you watch as he goes and mutters to himself. He goes, "Is this the end? Oh, I never imagined myself falling into a black hole for the end of my days, but here I am." It just begins to open and weep. Okay, that's your turn. Since the environment is not directly affecting him, I'll let you choose whether you want the D6 to still hurt him or not.
No.
So I think you said he was still standing on the one
Yeah.
piece of ground.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Rictus, you arrive with Rupert.
Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say as he's running down the alley, he opens up his token and just dumps out Rupert.
And you can absolutely Pokeball Rupert throughout the round.
Yep. Does it still look? Does the area around the goblin look normal to us, or do we see
It
it
looks
collapsing
perfectly
to-
normal to all of you. The goblin looks like he's on an
Okay.
acid trip right now.
Okay.
Freaking the fuck out.
I think.
Jumping level today,
Yeah.
Cash.
Rictus will just move up right here just to see what all the commotion is.
Mhm.
And Rupert can actually get closer, I think.
Rupert is 40-foot movement, excuse me?
Yeah. Whoops.
You can get
So
right
then-
up on top of him.
Yeah, Rupert will get right up here next to him.
Sure.
And just try to grapple him.
Try to grapple him. Okay, make me an athletics for Rupert, and Goblin's definitely going to use acrobatics.
Okay.
Oof. You're looking to be an 18.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be rough. Add
Ow.
nothing to that.
Oh,
Wait.
so close.
Oh, that's not an ability check, is it?
It is.
Did I give you the
You
talisman?
did not give
No,
Rictus
not
the talisman.
no. Uh-uh.
You
Oh,
gave
I
it
think
to-
Mammoth has it.
shame.
Actually,
Shame grips me.
I know Rictus definitely doesn't have it, but I know
Yeah, I don't
forget
have
actually
it.
who you did give it to. You gave it to Reese for the ritual. But anyway,
Oh,
yep,
it may
that
have
fails.
been. Yeah.
Okay. That's your bonus action. You still have your action.
That'll just be it. That'll be my turn for now.
Okay. Do you want to at least dash so you can get around the corner?
Oh,
Just
yeah,
wanna stay there.
sure. Yeah. No. Move around to the other side of him.
There you go. You watch in horror. You watch as this goblin looks at you in horror and goes, "How are you standing there? The world is falling. Are you some sort of god? What's going on here? Magicians, wizards. I don't like this." As he, in his perspective, you are standing on open air. It's his turn. Oh God. He is surrounded. The world around him is falling apart. Oof. Oof. He throws his hands up. He goes, listen here, folks. Listen, we can calm down. If we all just take a second to breathe. And he watches, he gets on his hands and knees. He goes, let me just explain what's going on. I'll answer all your questions. Just don't kill me, alright? Just don't kill little old Bob the Gob. That's right, Bob the Goblin over here. Just a nice friendly face. And he is gonna use his action to surrender. Since he is no longer running, and you all know where he is, what would you like to do? Bob, oh my god. That's a different kind. That's a different universe. That does fit
Not in
very
this
well.
alleyway.
Oh god. That popped into my head way too quick. What are you guys doing? You see the guards are beginning to catch up.
Let's just have the guards arrest this fool.
You should wait for the guards to catch up in Manacle.
Yeah, brother tried to
Okay.
obstruct justice.
Guards eventually come pulling up around the corner. You watch as they come pulling out various different chains and manacles and begin cuffing them. As they do, the entire time the goblin is just talking and talking.
Hey, listen here, fellas. Listen here. No. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. I am a very well-connected man through my bakery business, as I previously stated. I know many bakers in the area, and they will attest to my well-being and high knowledge of the craft. That I am just a simple man and is caught up in all this. See, I don't even have any weapons on me. Mr. Guards, I have no weapons, no nothing. I am just a cloaked individual. See? Unarmed. Unarmed.
I give him a persuasion check with disadvantage. That's a 19 on the first roll. That's a 13 minus 2. And 11. Yeah, the guard is... Listen, sir, we just need to figure out what's going on. All right. You're being detained for the moment. We're going to bring you down to the guild hall, where we can begin to assess your stories, and we can get one answer from the other. Until then, you will have to be detained. Please come with us. Do not resist. You see the goblin go,
Very well, that's fine. That's fine by me. I will sing like the canary bird, as I previously said to all of these fine gentlemen and ladies before they beefed me up real bad. I'm just saying, officers, they hurt me with no actual stand-in or proof of who I was. Again, as you can see on my person, I have no weapons.
and they're saying all this as he's dragging them out into the street. And as they drag him out into the street, you watch his mid-yap. He goes,
Listen here. Now, I just want to say, I'm not trying to call out any characters or specific, distasteful thoughts or statements towards any of those previous individuals. But I'm just saying, I think they might be killers. They threatened to kill me. One of them ducked my hand to the fountain, threatened my life, and
as he says, "and," you watch as his head explodes,
Whoa!
and the body just falls limp to the ground. And the guards immediately draw weapons, looking around, and you see they look towards all of you and goes, "Did you just do this? Why did you do this? What happened?"
We didn't do this.
Yeah, this wasn't us.
Kipley immediately flies up into the air.
You nothing. You can go ahead and give me a perception check. And as the dead goblin's body lies in the street, every single person is left completely and utterly bamboozled. A 10, you don't see shit. And this cover does go hard. And with that, the encounter is over.
Are the guards guarding the gobbot, or are they?
The guards are standing in awe as what prisoner they were just dragging popped its head and exploded all over the cobblestone road they were traveling on, with no explanation to how or why. Are now looking all of you for answers. So you're the only other ones around in sight. So, what are you doing? And more specifically, what are you saying?
Kipley would drop back down a minute later and just look at Mustang and shake her head.
Rats. Well, guards, you're looking at us with that funny look in your eye, but we don't have anything to do with this. None of us are quite on the level of popping heads like blisters.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay. Let's persuade. Let's.
Borderline disadvantage, but I'll keep it a straight roll for now. It's
Well,
gonna
I
be
rolled
pretty high
like
DC.
shit anyways, so I
What'd you
rolled an
roll?
11.
11? Yes.
Does anyone want to help me? Please help
Right.
me.
I just need to figure out what's going on. It didn't seem like any of you. He didn't see you guys dunk the goblin's head in or anything like that. So all he saw was the goblin running away from all of you. I didn't see any of you try and kill him before, but you have to understand, you are the only ones that we can see right now that are capable of doing anything like this.
That's fair.
As vassals, so I'm going to have to ask you to stay where you are while we search the area.
That's better than being arrested.
Kipley.
You are going to be detained unless we find other evidence. Just a warning.
Oh, great.
Briefly, until we find out exactly what is going on here.
Me and my
I'm
big
going to
fat
go ahead and
mouth.
roll some investigation check.
Kipley's like on the ground, spread eagle.
Ooh, that's bad.
She knows this game.
Still shifted? Still shifted or not?
Yeah.
Alright, it's the bat wings lying at the side. Oh my god. 11, 11, 11, 10. Guards don't find shit.
The guards
They're
fault.
looking around.
They're bad at investigating.
While
They
How
have a
does this
decent
happen?
modifier. They just rolled garbage. But while it's all happening,
Dordan's gonna take his vassalship token out, and contact his vassal.
cool. You reach out.
Uh,
The gold is consumed. You're ding ding. Waiting for
does
your
the
response.
voice play? Oh, okay, cool.
It only
Um,
plays if the sponsor is unavailable. But you hear the
Doo-doo.
you hear the little chick as you reach.
He's gonna say, "Hey, madam, there's some things going on with the goblin. Head exploded. Entire situation. I will try to make the meeting. Please inform your other vassal that I may be a bit late."
You hear her speak on the other end and go, Duradon, my dear, could you do me a favor?
Can I reply to this?
Yeah, it's a conversation. It's not like a one speaker. Yeah, you have full speech throughout the entire time.
Certainly.
Look about 5 paces to your left. The meeting doesn't have to be done if you're already with her. You know what to do. Click. Your message has been completed. Thank you for your call. 1 gold has been consumed. Have a wonderful smiley day.
Did she describe who I was intended to meet?
For sure.
Cool.
But like, you haven't
And
had time
also
to
the
process because of how
Yeah.
quickly these events have been going.
Cool. And so as I'm looking about the people, get to Mustang, too tall, get to Rictus, too like artifice, too involved in artifice.
Also, wrong gender.
Yeah. Gets to Mammoth and is like literal child. And stops at Kipley and will begin to walk over, staring down at Kipley, now kind of like within 5 feet.
Yeah, she's like face
And-
prone on the ground, like face down, hands on her head, like just.
I'm gonna try to pick her up by the back of the shirt and lift her up just to identify that she looks like the person I'm supposed to meet.
I love it.
I didn't do
Are
it.
you Ghibli?
No. Nona.
Right. Okay, let me ask this again. Are you Nona belonging to Our Lady?
Who's your lady?
The one we literally are contractually bound and unable to speak her name.
So as she's like hanging there, she kind of lets her hands drop from behind her head and just reaches one forward, kind of pushes. What kind of clothes are you wearing?
Full
It
naked.
is no.
Awesome.
It is kind of like an adventuring suit, I think is the best way to kind of put it. It's like
Classy, but for
pristine.
battle.
Yeah, classy, but also kick your ass in. But yeah, it's kind of like layered leathers with a top coat that is effectively to fit the aesthetic of being a proper adventurer. Or, sorry, fucking vassal.
All right. Well, then that's probably not going to work. She kind of tugs at your collar a bit, realizes that's not going to move. She just kind of looks at you for a moment before she tugs her shirt to the side and shows her little tattoo. This one?
You immediately
Yeah.
recognize the symbol. As you forward one
That
yourself.
would be the one.
Show it to me.
I mean, if you don't mind me getting undressed, can I move the tattoo around, or is it just like it's where it's
It
at?
is permanently bound for wherever it was. Unlike your other various different abilities to control your body, this is not under your control.
Where did she
So wherever
touch
you originally had it placed, it is stuck.
Yeah. He is going to begin kind of removing, because none of this is armor, removing some layers of clothing, at least opening it up to free his shoulder, and like scar tissue running from like the neck all the way down, kind of like leads eventually to the only place that isn't extraordinarily scarred, and it's where her symbol is placed.
Kipling kind of gets a little serious and looks up at you. Am I in trouble with her?
No, I feel it's quite the opposite. Actually, I can't speak for what her motives and feelings are. All I know is you're important enough that your first outing ending in the death of your guardian, your shield, your frontliner. She would like to protect her asset, and I tend to be decent at doing that.
At that, Kipling like starts to struggle and tries to get out of your grip.
Sure. Do you tell him you want down, or are you
No,
just trying
she
to do it yourself?
She doesn't like what you said, and she's just struggling out of it.
Fuck you.
Cool.
Do you keep holding on, or you just let her go?
Yeah, I just keep holding on. I don't know what she wants. She hasn't
Give
communicated.
me. It's gonna be athletics or acrobatics, Kipling, versus your athletics, Duradon.
Oh, I don't know why I'm even trying.
Yeah, no, you don't go anywhere.
18.
You just kind of. You like kick him once, but it's just like kicking a wall. he just doesn't even budge.
God, let me go.
Oh, sure. And he like sets you down gently on the ground.
She pushes away.
Are you okay? You seem frustrated.
I don't like the reason you're here.
Well, I'm sure the goblin doesn't like being dead, but shit happens.
She kind of looks between Doradon and to the rest of her party, and then the guards. How long do we have to be here?
You can see that one of the guards is currently holding up a speaker stone. Or sending stone, excuse me. He's just announcing his voice in 1,000 feet. Right. I understand. Yes. Okay. Aha. You did mention that. Okay. All right. I understand. Yes. Very well. You're free to go. We will alert you if there's anything that comes up of this investigation, but your sponsors have made note that it is, you have more pressing matters to deal with at the moment, and that, none of you pop goblin heads on the daily, so... Normally we would escort you down to the, stockade until we have proper, spells available to look inside each and every one of your heads, but we'll have to take your word for now.
Doradon will reach in his pocket and pull out 4 gold pieces and hand it to the guard that just sounds like he got chewed out. He's gonna say, "Hey, I understand it was a disappointing night. Go get you yourself when you're off duty, yourself and compatriots some drinks. You've done good work, and shit happens."
Give me a straight charisma check with advantage.
Ew. That's gonna be 2 20s, 2 d20s.
17?
17.
He just looks at you with like, you read him like a book. He just got his ass chewed out when he is now breaking protocol because someone higher up in the food chain told him to do so, and is now gonna have to do a shit ton of extra work because of it. And just looks at you and goes, "It's so nice to finally see someone who understands that vassals are infuriating most of the time. But thank you. I will do so, and I'm sure my compatriots also feel the same. Good luck with whatever your tasks are. We will keep you updated in case any developments arrive in the investigation." And your name was, Duradon?
Yes, Doradon. A lot of you all have filed a lot of paperwork for me. I also go under the vassal title of the Savage Hunter.
Savage Hunter, yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. I figured as much. All right. Well, you're free to go. Good evening. Be careful. Lock your doors. And then begin wandering off, continuing to search the area. You guys are free to go. You go back to the Dying Cutlass?
At this time, Mustang is going to approach this dashing stranger who has helped them on their quest. What was your name again, mister?
I'm Doradon, the Savage Hunter. I accidentally put it on my paperwork one time. I'm now entitled to say the full thing, as it is my entire thing. You can just call me Doradon, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one hell of a last name. My name's Mustang Strums. I thought I had a crazy name, but you got me beat. And he's gonna put out his hand for a handshake.
Duradan will shake your hand.
You know, Duradan, why don't you come back with us to the Dawning Cutlass? You've done such good work here. I feel like we ought to repay you in either food, drink, or roof over your head for the night.
Oh, that was actually the plan. Our vassal, unfortunately, or fortunately in this case, I'm responsible for the safety of Kipley. Of course, I don't bar her freedom as an individual, but generally where she
Wow.
goes, I must accompany.
I can imagine she's not very happy about that.
I look down to Kipley. How's she doing? She she feeling all right?
She grumpy she, you know what? She was fucking smashed before all this happened. Then a whole bunch of shit happened, and she's not hiding it very well at the moment. She's exhausted. She's grumpy as shit.
Seeing Kipley and hearing this news, he looks at her with great concern, and then kind of the warmth he had felt for Duradan before, it kind of turns more into suspicion as he looks back to him. Well, seeing as we're missing someone who is also a wall in their free time, I'm sure you'll be a welcome addition.
Certainly, I hope to assist you all with whatever it is you're doing. I honestly, I the assignment was a one I didn't want to undertake, but after hearing what your group went through on the first day out, it seems that violence approaches you all with a us, and that is something I can get behind.
You know, I have to say I'm mighty curious how you got the name the Savage Hunter. You'll have to tell me one of these days. And he'll tip his hat, and he's gonna walk over to Kipley.
You hear a as Ina's still there, as she is caught up now. He goes, well, I'm heading back for the evening. Looks towards you, Mustang. Thank you for your thank you for the chat and the wine and the. And she looks around at the entire group. Surprising amount of backup. I'm pretty sure I would have been fine on my own afterwards, but good to see that you're willing to jump at any occasion to either defend someone or kill something else. Either way, I applaud. And she looks towards you, Durdon. In case you are staying at the Dawning Cutlass and don't have a room already paid for, just slides you a gold. On me for your efforts as well. And for our conversation earlier. It's rare I get to meet anyone like myself. Gives you a slight smile.
I don't believe I caught your. Oh, did I hear her name when she was giving it out to the rest of the guards
Yes.
for the what's her name?
Correct. So you know her name's Ina.
Ina, was it?
Yes.
It is actually great to have a like-minded individual as well. Thank you for the gold, and it seems you've been through a lot. Do you? We're heading back to the same place. Do you perhaps want to grab a drink just to de-stress, explain further what happened? I am a bit out of the loop given all this.
Make me a persuasion check.
Hey, your boy has no charisma. That is going to be
Not my specialty.
not at all. A dump stat.
7.
7.
The night grows late and the morning grows near. I need my rest. But perhaps some other time.
Fair enough.
And it is
Thank you.
1 in the morning. You guys are all exhausted. I have a very emotionally taxing day and also just physically taxing now. You all make your way back to the Dawning Cutlass. You can take your long rest. Any RP that you like to have before the long rest, absolutely, that would be the time. But if not, can skip to the next morning.
Mustang would want to talk with Kipley really quick before they get to bed.
Yeah,
In
for sure.
private.
You can bring her into your room, or vice versa.
Kipley, Durden told me why he was here. You know, if that long horse bothers you, you just let me know and we'll jump him.
Doradon. You mean if he... Oh, he's the long horse. Okay. Because
Yes.
he's tall. I get it. I get it.
Takes a few seconds.
That's very quick of you.
I'm pretty fucking tired.
I get it. Have a good night, Kipley. And he won't bother her any longer.
All mark down a long rest, get back all those hit points, spell slots, and all that good shit. Upon the morning arrival, you do see that there is a black dress. There's a black dress. There's a woman in a black dress waiting for you at the bottom of the stairs as you all begin to kind of pile down one by one for breakfast. As you see Kira, Maeve's younger sister, waiting for you. And as you all approach, she goes, "Hi, sorry, I just know that you were, I know you were leaving soon to go on your journey, but I just wanted to let you know we were having a small gathering for families and friends for Maeve. We know she's not entirely dead, but also not entirely alive, so we just figured we'd do something, you know, just in case.
Who's going to be there?
Us, a few people who were close to her. There'd be a brief ceremony and a send-off.
So you're giving up on her?
No, not at all. But the Dambala don't like to take chances. So, if there is even the slightest chance that she's not going to come back with us, it is better to respect her passing in a proper way. Acknowledge it. We do still hold out hope that you all and we will all be successful in finding her.
Will Percy be there?
I believe so. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
I heard he grew rather close to my sister in her late days.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But, it's happening in about 30 minutes, so, if you're going to, attend, you have time for some breakfast before we go into the, it's just a small gathering in the town square.
DM, how far is the town square from
From here?
from all? Yeah, I guess from there to start with.
Walking, probably about 20 minutes,
And
maybe 25.
then the
If you're flying, probably only about 10.
and the Percival residence.
That's on the northwest side of town.
Okay.
You're in the southern docks. It's gonna take you a little bit longer to get there.
Okay.
We're looking at a good like 30 to 40 minutes.
All right. Then she does nothing other than
Alright.
follow the group.
All right, guys, have a quick breakfast. Do you follow Kira and join the small funeral?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Ritus will go.
You make your way through the city streets, and you can see, despite it being morning and the city is normally hustling and bustling, it looks like a lot of roads nearby the center of town have been shut down, in order to give this proper space of solitude and silence for a pretty important member of society. Also for the Dumbalas, who are current important members of the society. You see there's two large reflection pools. This kind of beautiful ornate statue of a woman holding up a shield, and in her hand a island, this like kind of small replica of Paradise Peak, and the other hand holding up, looks like it's guarding it. And right at the bottom of that, you can see there is there's a kind of like a small improved wooden podium, and there's some chairs lined out. You can see there's a number of people there, and a lot of them you almost immediately recognize. Kipley, you recognize Stefan. All of the beach trip goers, so I think that was Mammoth, Kipley, and Rictus, recognize, one moment. I completely had his name on the tip of my tongue, and it immediately left my body the second I went to go say it. Gordon. Gordon was the guard who was holding up the beach. You also see two other familiar faces, as you see the young pair of Dampier twins that you met all the way back in the woods in session 3, session 4, as they are gathered. You also see a number of people that you don't recognize. They don't look like they're important. You don't see any major like armor or suits or vassalship tokens or anything like that. But you just see there's a lot of common folk here. And it kind of gets you thinking for a little bit that May shared with you a decent chunk of her life, but there's a lot of people that you don't recognize that have come and gathered here for her brief kind of wake, if you will. You do see Percy arrives a little bit after all of you, wearing still having the kind of like, he has his glasses on, but lacking the coat and having the black suit. You can see he's wearing a black tie down the center as well. You see that the crazed neighbor that you also talked to as a distraction for the night of the raid is there, Genevieve. Currently weeping and in tears, almost louder than anyone else. You can just see just a number of others. You do see her family is there. They're kind of gathered in the front row. And as you all file in, Kira just kind of gives the nod, smoking one. Gives Rictus a tap on the shoulder. I was gonna say Mustang, but I was like, one dude's literally made of smoke. You tap her shoulders. There will be an opportunity if any of you would like to say a few small words for her. If you have already prepared something, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. And she goes and sits down. About like 15 minutes pass by, and you see more people begin to finish gathering in, and a small funeral begins. Fun fact, the Dumbalas normally have a far different funeral arrangement. As you can see, flying above, 4 little wormlings land around the stone casket that has Maeve within. You see a green, a blue, a black, and a little red with slight pink accents to it. All of you, except for Mustang, recognizes these wormlings as the siblings of Maeve. These were born around the same time Maeve was, excuse me, and these were all there the first time that you entered the Damballa estate. Also the ones that were poking and prodding at both Kipley's and Maeve's money. You can see Draconics, or dragons in general, don't have like a huge amount of facial expression. They don't have like a whole lot of emotion to show. However, you can see just a solemn, a general solemn atmosphere around the 4 as they kind of huddle in around the casket and just curl up in little balls. You see the green one in particular just kind of rest their head on top of the stone casket, just kind of looking down. Almost like when a dog puts their face on your lap and gives you like a sad look, like they want something. After a few more minutes go by, you can see people kind of begin to form a line for those who want to say something. Does anyone join the line? Kira said you don't have to have anything prepared, just say a few words. Or if not, that's also fine.
This thing will get in line. Why not?
Sure.
This
Person who knew
is
the
like a
least.
line to talk in front of everyone.
Yes. You see there's a line leading up to the podium.
Kipley kind of follows behind Mustang, not really realizing what's happening.
Yeah, you were hungover as shit, by the way. Major headache, just banging through your head. As you all get in line, a few people step forward before you. You do see at the start of the line, kind of big bags beneath her eyes, wearing a suit that kind of is a very tight fit for her. You see Ada Drawcart as she steps up and gives a very brief statement. You see, just kind of says, my decision to make Maeve Damballa my vassal was a very short thought that went through my head. Not for the Damballa family name, not her prestige or anything like that, but a individual who put themselves forward against a sponsor just for a friend or even acquaintance takes some major balls. And she did very well. She was a very strong soul, even stronger body. Conviction, determination, everything was beautiful. I was very proud to be your sponsor. And I wish I could have been for a longer time, so I could have taught her more. Maybe prepared her more. But as you all know, there is never any way that we can guess what's going to happen next in our lives. Just in case you don't make your way back were one hell of a fighter. And see, she kind of pauses. You see a tear, but you see her face kind of twitches slightly. The real pleasure of a vassal to have. She quickly steps away, and a few people clap. You see, stepping in the front of the line, and walking up, you see Vince. Vince makes his way up. He goes, "Hi everyone. I'm gonna make my statement very quick and brief. I'm new Maeve Dambala for a very short time. However, I just want to say, not many people on this island who had the massive balls to step on the toes of those that she did. I mean, we all know what she did. She called out the guy. She called out the big guy on the mountain, and did so without giving a singular fuck. And I think that is one of the coolest things that anyone could do. Realistically, most people that do that die, and she lived for a long time after that. I fought alongside her. She was a badass. She cared for her friends a lot, and it showed. And she was a greedy individual, and it wasn't for her own sake. She wanted to protect those around her, and she was willing to do anything to do that. Helping those around her, the community, and to have a community-driven member of society who came from wealth and power. We all know how rare that is. Much love to you, Dambala family. You can just see the Dambalas just give like a look of grimace of like, who the fuck is this guy? He goes, last thing. I care for her deeply. I'm not really a big softie, but she still managed to get under my skin, and slightly into my heart. So I'll miss you. And if you come back, I owe you a slap to the face, for dying, without me around, so I couldn't do anything about it. That's all. Walks off. You can see Stefan walks up. Big tears rolling down his face. I've never really met anyone like Maeve. She was my bestest of friends. I've known her for many years. Every day, she would say good morning, good evening, and good night whenever she passed by. Whenever I need help with things like paperwork, or identifying culprits, or even would pop by unannounced to help me with my weekly quota. She never even thought. Excuse me. Just huge tears streaming down his face. She never even thought to ask for anything in return. She just did it out of the goodness of her heart. And I think there's not going to be many other people like her in the world, so I hope she comes back. So I can give her another proper hug. And a very long 5-minute lecture on what it was like without her. I couldn't go over 5 minutes because I was just start crying. Yeah, that's it, sorry. Walks off. Mustang.
Oh shit, we're in the building. He'll walk up to the podium and he'll clear his throat and you see a little puff of dust come out. Well, just like Vince, I didn't know Maeve all that well, but the time I did get to spend with her was very special. I wish that I could have one more day with her to know her more and hear her more and see her in action yet again. And if I ever do get that day, I will tell her that in the moment she was doubting herself and she was fearful of her ability to protect those that she cared about, that we were all admiring her strength and her bravery. And in this time that she's gone, I will do my best to honor her with my strength and my bravery, because it's a very fearful thing to care for things that death can touch. And he's going to kind of glance at Mammoth. But she did it without a second thought. And for that, I think she's one of a kind. Thank you. And he'll step away.
You claps. Good play. You now realize what you've gotten yourself into.
Yeah, she's like, oh shit. She kind of nervously walks up on to whatever, the podium or whatever.
It's just literally just a small wooden podium that's slightly elevated by, like, it's put on, like, the bottom of the statue. So you're just, like, a couple inches above everyone else.
She, like, slowly climbs up onto it. Like, one ear pulled down, tugging on it. I've known a lot of loss. I think a lot of you have as well. Her eyes kind of trail over her own party. And, you know, I don't think I've been handling it very well. I think we've all been dealing with a lot of emotions through this. But I think there's one I want to really grasp onto. And her eyes kind of connect with Vince for a moment before she looks to Kira.
Mm-hmm.
I will hold to vengeance so tightly in my hand that it bleeds. And I will not relent my rage until all the oceans are turned red from the slow drip of my fury. And in my other hand, I will hold to you and promise to find her in every lifetime. Even if I have to build a goddamn boat and cross the river Styx and traverse every fucking level of hell until I find her, I will find her. And she kind of curls into herself a bit, her eyes bouncing across the rest of the crowd. Also,
yeah.
A word to the wise is unnecessary. She leaps off.
Normally you would ask players to roll a performance check for such things, but I think a natural 20 was already delivered, so you immediately see people break out into claps and applauds, cheers. You see Vince just gives you a nod and a smile, and you see the Jambalas behind you, also kind of tears streaming down their face, give you warm smiles, and especially you notice Maeve's grandfather give you a smile and a nod of approval. Clearly the more aggressive and vengeance related speech hit more closer to home. And as you walk down, only a few people remain. And a few more go by. Until it gets to the end, and you can see Percy. As Percival steps up and looks around at everyone. Clears his throat. Friends. Family. All those treasured souls I've had the honor of meeting Maeve Dambala in life. I'd like to share a few words on the woman who stood as proud as the dragon surrounding her. And you'll see he gently places a hand to the green dragon that's lying its kind of face on the stone casket. Pats it a few times. Maeve was one of the few people in life who set their own destiny into motion. Training, caring, crying, loving. She put 100% of herself into everything that she did. And even more when it came to the ones that she called friends. I know I knew her for a shorter time than most. But what I never told her in life, unfortunately, is I always had known about her. I always heard the tale of a pure soul helping neighbors, friends, strangers, without asking for a thing in return. Of the woman who would be seen running by the sea in the morning and by the cliffs at night. Warrior striking down creatures of ill omen and evil nature by her lonesome. You only hear of a handful of people like Maeve, but you would only find one of her. In life not too long ago, we stood in a ring together. We fought. We stood against sponsors, and we shared our dreams, and her announcing her desire to the world of what she wished to become. Staring up at the mountain which holds the protector of Paradise Peak, she stood tall, spoke clearly, and shouted out her future. She would rival the power of a monarch one day. She would become the one person people would never have to worry about. Protect all that she held dear. Maeve, so much like her proud draconic brothers and sisters, only saw herself as the one with responsibility of the strong. However, as I stand by all of you today, takes a pause, I would like to reinstate that claim. Maeve Dambala will no longer walk this path alone. I swear upon my name, Percival Rennell, son of the Elden Ambassadors, the clan of the Arcane, my very being finding and returning Maeve's soul to the land of the living, from the 9 hells which it resides, will be my #1 priority. I am well aware that this is a danger that one cannot face alone, nor would I be a fool to walk it as such. And I know that Maeve would want nothing more than to see herself returned with the people she loves. And for that, you watch as he moves, facing all of you, moves slightly to the side and makes a gesture like he is reaching down to something. And you watch as he kind of smiles softly as he does. And as he reaches down, you watch as he lifts something. And as he lifts off a veil, you watch as a shimmer in the air drops. A cloak hood falls back. And you see remaining standing, looking fairer of skin, a little more gaunt, with white hair and blue skin. Pearl Veridin stands next to him. And I intend to make Maeve's wish come true, whether in life or death. Holds out his hand towards Pearl, and you see Pearl takes it and steps onto the stadium. And we will walk through the hells to find my wife, no matter the cost. Maeve was foolish to make the claim that only she would be able to walk this path, and to protect just us, for she did not consider the feelings of those around her. I am not the woman that deserves to be her wife. Not in my eyes, not in many others. But she chose to accept me nonetheless, loved me, cared for me, and showed me more than any other being could have. And so today, you watch as they kind of grab hands and put it towards the sky. We will be the ones who will walk in her path. Where that means that we face obstacles like the daring sea, the devils that lie beneath us holding her soul, or the very monarchs that she swore to rival their power. No matter who or what it is, nothing will stand in our way until we reach the one we care for. And you see they both raise their hands up and look towards the mountain. And there's that slight similar shake and boom that you are all very familiar with. I have to go roll a few saving throws. And you watch as neither of them fall to a knee. Immediately the crowd around you finds themselves kneeling, and you can feel that similar presence of the booming intensity that you first felt on the same night that you were all deemed vassals. And you watch as standing within the pressure, Pearl and Percy, hand in hand, glare upwards at the mountain. We're gonna bring you home. We will bring you home. Whether that means in life or death. And they step down from the podium and begin to walk away. I think that is a perfect place to end the session. As we prepare for your takeoff and your departure from the island, we'll pick up there next week with all of that juicy information that you just got.
Y'all, they fucking cooked.
As you got a fucking reveal that Pearl and Percy have formed a dynamic duo with the one mission of stomping their way to the hells to get Maeve back before Pearl dies. And Pearl did look a whole lot worse than you guys originally saw her last. Because when you guys originally saw her last, she still looked healthy. It is now noticeable that she is sick. Yeah.
And killer speech from Kipley / Megan.
Yeah, what
that
the
really
fuck,
slayed the
Bob?
house.
Yeah, that shit went hard.
Bangers.
Insane.
Holy shit. I was looking at mine like I spent like a good couple of hours drafting this shit. I didn't know it was improvised. Goddamn.
Sorry.
Good shit, Megan. Chipley
That
popped
was
off
amazing.
tonight.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We had some fucking gorgeous Ghibli RP.
And she
Rah.
had a level of exhaustion and was drunk.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and your level of exhaustion's gone. Which is good. But holy shit.
I like how the judge says Kipley has no active conditions.
It's questionable.
Ghibli.
Way to go.
I know.
Wait.
What a great way.
So, okay, so this is probably. No, well, okay, I don't
Yeah.
need to talk in Kipley voice.
I
So
was gonna say Kipley
I know.
casting dogs.
I'm sorry. When
Yes,
you
my
were
child.
talking in Pearl voice, was it? Because it kind of sounded like Percy voice, like it had like the accent and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Was that?
It was intended.
Are you fucking kidding me?
She had an entire other life besides knowing you guys. You don't know her real life.
I'm
You do
pissed.
now.
I'm pissed.
I'm pissed.
She had a criminal background before, and she didn't know you all. Why would she use her real voice?
I don't like it. I'm mad.
Sister is a smooth criminal.
Oh,
no,
I
no,
was
Smooth
so hoping.
operator.
I was so hoping that you would go to his house in the middle of the night while drunk. I was waiting, like, this is gonna be so perfect. The way that you found out, obviously through Vince, but seeing Pearl in Percy's home would have been the icing on the cake.
Instead, we got shot up.
Instead, you got shot up. Absolutely. And sadly, didn't get a whole lot of evidence, except because of Kipley's fucking detect thoughts. You know that whoever hired this goblin to do the hit on Ina looked pretty similar to good old Mustang.
Oh fuck! I forgot to take the gob coat off the gob bod for Mammoth.
Ah,
yeah,
shit.
sorry,
it's okay.
bud. That's
it's
evidence.
okay.
That,
I'll
that entire
go-
body's evidence.
I'll go shopping before we leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can buy a holster. Like you can get shit custom made as well.
Yeah, but it's not as cool as looting one.
The essay doesn't have the same story.
Well, I guess if you want all your items covered in blood, that can be arranged.
We'll work something out.
But fantastic job, everyone. I was very surprised that you didn't just kill the goblin.
I worked so hard, dude.
I know you did, but he
And
rolled
then he just
so
got head
well. He rolled so well on stealth of getting away from you. He rolled a natural. So by the way, the dice tower goes crazy.
It's sick as shit.
The
too.
goblin rolled really shit on actually trying to escape. He rolled really shit on his first couple of stealth attempts. And then escaping from Mammoth was a natural 17. Escaping from across the road, the second stealth check was natural 18. And then the kicking away from Duradon was a natural 19.
That's crazy.
So it was literally just like 16, 17, 18, 19. And then when it came to like fighting back, you took his gun, so he didn't have anything to like fight back with except for the one stick of dynamite he had. Oh.
How much is that? 46?
It was 46. It was modified dynamite, yeah. Which I rolled pretty shitty on, so.
Yeah. But
Also,
even
only had
46, I would have been fine.
Yeah, it was also DC 13, so it's like it's not a massive
Yeah.
DC. He was not a crafter or artificer to make the DC meet his own spellcaster shit. Oh,
So
but you guys have another mystery and a new companion.
Yeah.
7
That was a
foot
good character
Duradon.
reveal too.
7-foot Dura.
I say the 6 is the 6 once more.
Reese is not gonna be happy that you just towered over her now.
No.
Oh my god, that's right. How many mammoths tall is Duradon? Like 2.5?
Mammoth is only like
How tall is
3.
Mammoth?
I think that's like 3.5, 3 feet, right?
I don't know. Something like that.
So he's probably like a good 2.5 of you, almost
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. How many mammoths is mammoth is the
Wait.
normal
Mammoth with a trench coat.
fucking measurement
yeah.
unit measure? Oh god.
Wait, I think he might be. I think the number might be a little higher, but maybe I'm bad at math.
Who?
I'm trying to do the math.
Or how many mammoths tall?
Yeah,
Mammoth is only like 3 feet tall.
I know.
Let me
So
grab
that
my
would be.
character.
He's 7
Two.
feet. It's simple math. It's like 2.5, maybe 2.6 mammoths.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm bad at
I think
math.
that's
2 points.
Wait,
That's
hold
less.
up. Boss, wait,
It's
that's
less than 2. Where's my
It's-
fucking thing?
What do you mean
Hold
less
on.
than
Where-
2?
Where's her? So if
He's
he's
seven.
three
You're
and a
7 feet
half,
tall.
that's
He's 3.5
7
feet tall.
Yeah.
I was
So
okay. Yeah,
double
yeah.
it.
Never mind.
6 feet.
I was thinking 4 feet. I don't know why.
No,
Oh,
no. 3.5 times 2 is 7. So it would be.
Well, I know. I was saying between 3 and 3.5. It wasn't exact.
You're right.
I don't know.
You're right.
Listen,
Guys,
the
it's
complex
D&D.
math.
We
Yeah.
don't do math in
Say,
D&D.
there's a
If you want to
reason
get into
roleplay.
semantics of how much a child halfling, how tall he is, and how many of him is a 7 foot tall Duradon, we can hash this out.
How tall is Rictus?
3-2.
God. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I just
Matt
wanna,
is kind of.
just wanna hug him.
What? You're a gnome, yeah? What's the
Yeah.
ratio on gnome to halfling like average height? Do we know?
I think
It's pretty
gnomes are
similar.
slightly.
Yeah, it's
Gnomes are
Shorter.
smaller. Gnomes are
Okay,
for
yeah, that
sure
makes sense.
shorter. Because like lore wise, halfling like the reason gnomes are smaller is because of their environment of which they were originally from. Gnomes tend to live in more like genuine like trees and like small brush and like general like smaller homes. Halflings live in like normal sized homes, just like smaller shit,
Yeah.
and like plains. They live in like general like open plains where there's normally available. So there's not a lot like restricting your height, but like gnomes were meant to be like a smaller kind of breed of or at least specific gnomes. I don't want to speak for all of them, but majority of like forest gnomes and stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Gnomes are like baby elves.
Yeah. little baby rock gnomes.
That is a way to describe them. Holy shit.
Little baby elves.
Baby gnomes and halflings are like baby dwarfs.
Exactly.
That says
I
halflings
mean,
average
wait.
about 3 feet tall.
It's very generic.
Oh my god. Also, yeah, no, you're not gonna be too welcome back at the Donning Cutlass.
Yeah, what the
you
fuck
brought a
is
head
that?
in there, Kipley. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get kicked out of band, but you're gonna be very politely asked to leave in the future.
Whatever. But he
I already
loves
paid for the
me.
room.
He loves me.
The rest of you are fine.
I paid
but,
10
like-
fucking gold to have a head in there.
Okay, you say that like actually solves the problem of you bleeding all over the floor
Do
and
not have
having a
blood.
bloody head in a high-end establishment that is commonly used for trade and deal transactions.
Alright, I'll make it up to him.
So like 10 gold, like yeah, you give him some money. 10 gold's a decent chunk of change. It's pretty good. But for a high-end establishment that's already a gold a night, it's not a whole lot, nor is it a way to pay off a crime. As you had a decapitated head.
That wasn't a crime. I was crimed against
What?
me.
It's his word against the vassals.
Yeah, no one knows that it was a bounty head. Like, you don't just have the paperwork on you.
It
wasn't even
wasn't.
probably filled out yet.
It was my friend.
So, oh god.
Shut up.
Oh, wait.
Kipley going crazy though isn't gonna be an insane
Yeah.
arc.
Absolute
Is
coke.
this-
Genuine craziness. I love it.
Yeah, is this like a madness thing, or is this just an
That's-
acting thing? I was so concerned. I was like,
Megan gone crazy IRL.
I literally, on the way home, I was like, man, I feel like I've been so serious lately with Kipley. I don't feel like
Delirious time.
she just lost.
Jeez.
Like she worked so hard to get friends, and then she killed them.
Oh,
And it was like,
Killed him.
I feel
No.
like that would affect
Yeah.
her. So yeah,
Yeah.
she kind of cracked.
Wait a
especially since the
second.
Charm. Before we end the session, Ryan, I need you to roll for Mammoth real quick, a history check with advantage.
Oh.
Wait.
I forgot to do this before we left because I tried to get to the end of the funeral scene before we ended tonight.
Megan, does your profile
Privilege.
picture of Kipley move?
Oh, did I change it? Yeah, I think I did.
I saw it blinking. I was like, what the fuck
What?
am I tripping out right
Oh
now?
my god!
That is the most terrifying thing you could ever see.
I thought I was
How do I
crazy.
roll with advantage on
Is it
D20?
blinking? Just roll twice and you can take the higher of the two.
Well, it only moves when you're talking.
Oh,
to
it does! It moves very slowly, yeah. A 12
Okay.
and a 12.
Another
Okay.
12.
Since it was recent history, sure. The when you're seeing the goblin look at all of you, and the insight check as well, I'll give you, because you got insane fucking high passive perception and insight. You never went back and looked at that fountain.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You can if you want to on the way back, so I'm not gonna hold that too against you. But essentially the whole sleight of hand check that just barely passed Duradon's passive perception. He dropped the coin purse into the fountain. He can go back and pick it up.
Oh shit.
They're platinum.
You
We're
open
rich.
it up.
Money.
Money.
You open it up, and upon inspecting, actually, I don't know if Mammoth would even know. I mean, would you show?
I'm like, damn, there's a bunch of silver
Well,
in
no.
here.
Do you show the bag to others?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Duradon and Mustang. If you want to both, go ahead and give me real quick perception checks.
We perceive him. Fuck.
Not very well.
I don't
It
think you're
sounds like.
perceiving too well.
A
Yeah,
9.
25. Okay, good.
Oh.
So at least
Oh,
one of you get this.
okay.
The quote unquote platinum that he was given. You think this goblin is not the smartest guy, was just a goblin down on his luck, with Kipley as well having the information from the tech bots. This guy was scammed.
A goth on
this
his
is-
knob.
This is fake. This is fake money. It is a silver. It is a silver alloy painted over to make it look like it's platinum.
Damn.
Wow.
So if you strip away the paint, it is technically 100 silver.
Okay.
Which the goblin thought he got 100 platinum to assassinate someone.
Jeez.
Crazy.
So if you like to distribute 100 silver amongst yourselves, you can. It's not a lot. It's technically, I think it's like 10 gold. I think it's 10
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
So
It's tingle.
yeah, if you want to distribute
my
10 gold
God.
amongst the 6 of you, you can figure out how that goes. But
Yeah, that pays for all our rooms.
yeah,
There you go.
It's
There
a
you
net
go.
neutral.
Oh, we'd
Um,
love to see it.
it will take some time to scrub off the paint and just kind of clean up the coins, as they are forged to look like they're platinum, and you might not want to try and pass those off unless you're willing to, get caught for
Ooh,
fraud.
me? I'm just a kid.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Mammoth wouldn't know the difference. So if you kept that to yourself, it would have caused problems. Oh.
Maybe we could use Mustang as like a sand blaster to get it off.
Yeah, he
So
just drop it
fucking
in him and
funny.
just have it peel off with his dust. Yeah, maybe. It wouldn't be too effective, but you can also just it's paint. Like you can just literally just wash it off in like any form of water hard enough, and it's gonna peel off.
Will it come off in the fountain? If we
you
wash it
wanna,
there?
if you wanna put paint in a fountain, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's
A
not very
public
vastly.
fountain.
Oh my god. This fountain's made out of platinum.
Guys, the water
Guys,
turned
we're
this weird
rich.
like color. It looks like platinum. You should drink from it and become rich.
Drink from it.
Which
Medieval lead poisoning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then the city all died from lead poisoning.
Tuck everlasting type shit.
Oh god, no!
I've not thought about that in
You just
ages.
unlocked a core memory. Why did
I
you do
know,
that?
that's crazy.
That was such a sad movie. You bastard.
thank you for your commitment to doing the goblin voice.
I
Yeah, that was
Okay,
here's the
that
thing.
shit's so good.
Here's the thing. You give me an opportunity to add in a character that has no relevance to the story, I will give you as funny as a voice as long as possible.
Oh, that
Oh.
was so great.
Yeah, brother was fluent in Japanese.
I love voicing stupid characters like that. There was,
Does
Oh.
anybody know what beer and board games is, or like watch it?
Uh-uh.
I assume
Nope.
no. Okay, there's like a little bit that they do. the character is called Baby Cookie, and the voice sounds exactly
Baby
like that.
Cookie.
It's like if you, I'll find the
Baby
video and
Cookie.
post it. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, I didn't
Well,
think anybody, but
I had to voice a high-pitched dog for about a year and a half for the previous Monday campaign.
Shout out.
So
Oh.
I'm used to making a fool of myself for the enjoyment of others. And I thought, like, all right, I'm going to give an entrance to Jared's new character, but also give a little bit of a plot hook for what's to come. And I wanted to do it in a fun way. So you got Bob the Gob, or also Bob on my Gob.
Bob, oh my god.
In this world,
Bob
it's
on
either
my Gob.
Gob or Dick
Go on,
Gob.
the Gob.
Check in with me and do your job. And your job is assassinating.
He did
Not
a
very-
really bad job.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he got PTSD from seeing a smoky figure in the room that he was slightly confused that might be his boss. And then,
He should have gobbed on his Bob a little
He
harder,
shot
then
his-
he would have
he tried
done
to
it.
shoot his
to be
boss.
fair, with disadvantage, he still hit with a pretty high roll. So.
I know, he
That's good.
kind of blew that shit out of the water, I won't even lie. I'll give him credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Oh my god, it does sound like that.
Yeah, dude, it's like
Wow.
so similar.
Tops, bottoms, poses.
Shops. So good.
What's wrong?
Yeah, no, kind of. Little more guttural, but yeah.